Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa Oti, and if you're new on this channel, please, you know what to do. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so that whenever I post new content, you will be the very first to find out. So people, hey God, yesterday was very hot. It was really hot, and it seems as though this is the season of bashing UK content creators, especially content creators based in the UK. According to people, it's becoming a pandemic because, I mean, everybody's talking about UK. UK this is how to do this in the UK. This is how to do that in the UK. In the UK, you use black pen instead of blue pen. In the UK, this is how you walk. In the UK, you don't talk like this. And the funny thing is that you really can't even run away from this kind of content, because if you open your YouTube, it's there looking at you. If you go to Instagram thinking, oh, Instagram is a safe place for me to run to, they are flooded there. And if you go to TikTok, oh my goodness, I think that's the headquarters. Like, YouTube is lame when it comes to TikTok, because you know TikTok videos are quite easy to make. It doesn't really require so much editing and all that, unlike, you know, YouTube, where you have to like film like long video, edit. Like on TikTok, 1 minute you're done, say whatever you want to say if you want to. So I feel like it's not something you can run away from, except you decide to limit yourself. Like if you stop checking anything UK, you I don't think you will get recommended those kind of videos. But if you keep, you know, looking for something, so you can't even run away from it. And lots of people have really been insulting content creators recently, and that is what I'm going to be addressing today. I've done this kind of video before in the past where something like this came up, but I mean, this period, it's really a lot. Like, it's people are venting, people are angry, and of course it's okay to be angry. I mean, this news is not a positive news, because some persons are actually saving to be able to come to the UK to study, and also use it as a route to residency. It is okay. It is not even illegal for you to use the student route as a means of settlement in the UK. I mean, why was the 2 years post-study visa introduced then? Because they actually want you to apply whatever it is that you have learned from their school in the UK, because they give you 2 years to be able to look for a job. So it's definitely not illegal. So a certain guy, Emdee Tiamiyu, I'll call him my colleague because he's a YouTuber. So he was given a very big platform where he could sell his country, he could sell himself, you know, but unfortunately he misused it. I would say he was too excited to be on BBC. Do you know what it means to be invited on BBC? Like me now, they just find out, oh, Melissa Oti does this. Let's invite her over. Let's her come and talk to us about this particular topic. And he was probably not even prepared for it. Basically, someone like me, I know that I always want to come correct. I can't come on that kind of big platform and say rubbish. I would definitely prepare, even if it means me staying up all night. No, now you can't just come out and blab. So, but I'm not even going to judge him, even though he did a lot. Like, what he did is enough to actually bash him, insult him and stuff. But to be fair, we also have to like look at the other side of things. He did not lie. Anyway, before I go on, let me just quickly read what this guy said. So I got this information from BBC. It said, increasingly, people are signing up to courses and paying fees of £22,000 a year to UK educational institutions just to get a visa for themselves and their dependents. So the student thing is not real. It's not like they need the degrees, it says. Most people genuinely intend to study, but the minority who do not is growing, Mr. Tiamiyu suggests. During their course, foreign students in the UK are limited to 20 hours a week in term time. So it's hard to make much money on a student visa. Mr. Tiamiyu, God, this guy said a lot. Mr. Tiamiyu says the family visas can make it more economically viable, as a spouse traveling with the students can work full-time. Not all of the marriages are genuine. He says, even went as far as talking about marriage. So the video we actually saw was just like a short clip, because I know I watched his YouTube video where he was apologizing, and he said that the interview was over 1 hour, and he can remember talking for at least 35 minutes at a stretch. That he does not know why BBC had to go get that particular clip. That he said a lot of good things, but unfortunately they only brought out the bad thing. But yeah, on BBC website, he stated that he also mentioned about marriage, that people would team up somewhere in Lagos before they travel. But however, they enter the country. Mr. Tiamiyu says a tough job market means Nigerian students must have real skills and experience to stay in the UK. A long-term visa will ultimately depend on making a genuine contribution. Oh my God, this guy said a lot though. He says students who do not care about their education would undermine UK universities. I think some people will think twice about the cost of a UK education if they cannot get a visa for their children of spouse. Wow, that means it was actually encouraging them to actually put up this ban. Then he went ahead to say that they will probably go elsewhere. That student, if they put this ban on dependent, then people will not want to come to the UK anymore. They will go elsewhere. But if they really need the Oxford degree, they will come. That if they really need the UK degrees, that means if they put up this ban, and it's going to be like to separate the main thing from the shaft. That means the shaft will go away because it's of no interest to them, while the main people that actually want to come to the UK to study will come. But why would you actually say something like this on a national television? This guy actually said a lot, to be very honest, and I'm utterly disappointed. Like, I'm really disappointed. But who am I to judge him? Because at the same time, most content creators, they come on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok to say similar things. All these things now, we've all heard them on social media. The only difference basically is that BBC is quite a huge platform that has millions of people watching it. Unlike me, do I have millions of people watching me? But at the end of the day, you still do not know where your information could go. You could just come out and make a simple video thinking it will stay within your community and it will just go viral. And that's why at the end of the day, we have to tame whatever it is that we put out here on YouTube. And to be fair, the only difference between this particular guy and most of us is the fact that the platform that he said all these things is a big one. I'm using myself so that if you're coming for me, you know that me, I don't put myself already, that yes, I am one of them. So just relax, okay? And I would like to categorically state that social media did not fully influence this decision. Neither did Emdee's interview. Trust me, because I know I've come up here on this channel to say this a lot. This has been going on for the past 6 months, if not 7 months, I think. I've made up at least 4 content about this. Even some people like, Melissa is okay, Melissa is okay. Anytime there is updates about this particular topic, I always come on this channel to talk about it. There was a video of about 70,000 plus views that I interviewed international students about what they think. That's the very first time that Suella Braverman brought this up. And you guys know that Suella Braverman has always been talking about this. In fact, she resigned. Rishi Sunak reinstated that when he was appointed as British Prime Minister, because according to him, he's very interested in whatever Suella Braverman has to do about immigration. So you guys can see that it has been going on. This has nothing to do with social media influencers or content creators or even Emdee, because they have their statistics. They can see it clearly that, oh, this certain amount of students came into the UK, I think it was like 24,000, and they came with 4,500 dependents. They can see, they have every single statistic, every single figure. Nothing is left out. I think Emdee was only used as a bait to prove their points, to make their points more valid, to make their decision more valid, especially to the opposition party. I think that's just what happened, because I noticed that they also interviewed a certain guy, Emeka. He's a GP who came to this country when he was small. The dad came here to practice as a surgeon, and in turn, him and his sister, I think they are doctors and all that. And he was trying to prove a point, telling them that Nigerians, basically, we don't like to grow alone. If we are growing, if we are developing ourselves, we want to develop our children as well. For instance, coming over to the UK, his dad came to the UK to work as a surgeon under the NHS, and in turn that gave him and his siblings opportunity to access UK educational system, and in turn this is what they turned out to be. He's a GP, his sister is a doctor, even though in the process of saying it, the interviewer was like cutting him short and all that, because that's not what they want to hear. They want you to tell them what they want to hear. Say it out so he can trend, so he can prove a point. I mean, unfortunately, the guy was just too smart, and I mean, his interview was top notch. Unfortunately, Emdee was the bait, it was the scapegoat. And like I said, his statement or whatever I said did not in any way influence their decision. No, it didn't at all. Trust me, it did not. He just made it to prove a point, to be honest, to back up whatever decisions that they have made. And I would like to say that some people are still against this decision. So hopefully something can be done. I don't know what they will do, but trust me, I'm going to bring it up on this channel. Now, down to content creators. It does not round you guys, you just, insulting content creators. Trust me, it's not easy to create content. Like, it is really, really, really not easy. I don't know about other people, but for me, it is not easy. I have to create time for it. I don't have the leisure of time to always film. someone like me that does vlog once in a while, I do other things on my channel. That's because I cannot consistently do one thing. Like, I am going to underfeed my audience, my subscribers. So I try to just touch. For instance, vlog. I notice that people, they love my vlogs. They love it when I bring out my kids. But it's a lot. Sometimes I will stand my tripod to film and my little girl will go and fall my tripod. Or my son will form my tripod. Like, it's always chaotic filming vlogs. I don't know about other people, but for me it is. I don't even know how people consistently put out vlogs. For something like, if I decide to stop UK content and just be doing day in my life, this one, like, I will definitely not be consistent. No, I won't. And I also want to categorically state that content creation is not easy. So before you insult people, try to imagine what they go through sourcing this information. Believe me, because sometimes I experience content block. I don't even know what to post. All I need to do is just go to gov.uk website and look for any information that I think will be valuable to people. And to be honest, that's what most people do. At the end of the day, a lot of people are benefiting from this. Trust me. Whatever it is that people come out to say on their YouTube channel or their pages on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, it is out there already. So some of you that come out and say every time bad news, the bad news is still out there. Are you going to stop BBC from publishing it? Are you going to stop Instablog, for instance, from time to time they do it, from publishing it? Are you going to stop ITV News from publishing things like this? You can't even stop it. If, for instance, if something happens and the UK decided to stop a particular route or do something, it is out there. If Melissa does not post it, if this person does not post it, if that person does not post it, it will still be out there. So you get the point. That is why it is called information. It is not left for you to filter what you want to hear. If you see the title or the thumbnail and feel like, oh, bad news, I don't care, you can go. There are people that want to know that thing. They need that information to make their very next move. Do you get the point? So yesterday, for instance, I posted a video and which is already out there. I was even late, like, it's already out there. I came back from work, I realized that, oh, this news is out, and because I promised my audience that I'm going to update them, I came out to update it, and next thing I'm seeing insult. Normal me, I delete. Once I see stuff like that, I just delete. Except I'm in the mood to really answer you, or let's say you cross the line, like you're in your insult, tell it to come from my family. I won't delete you. I will come for you. So I was seeing all those comments, and honestly, I had the energy. I said today, no, because it's like a trend now. Because even when I went on Instagram, like when my friend posted some things on Instagram, I checked their link and I noticed that they were just insulting them. UK content creators is enough. You people have caused this thing now. If there was no UK content creator talking about this immigration, and UK noticed that this statistics is rising, they will still act on it. So you're trying to tell me that because immigration is not static, it's a fluid, it changes. So all this while that UK content creators were not creating content on immigration, you're trying to tell me that UK were not changing immigration rules, they were not adjusting their rules. They were still doing their thing because they don't even rely on us. They rely on their statistics, which is there already. So there is really no point. I feel like insulting content creators is a way for you to actually prove the kind of person that you are. And to be honest, I don't really like to go low with people, but if you insult me, because it's hard work, guys, it is hard work creating content. Sometimes I'm like, who sent me? If not, I'm reaping the benefits. I am seeing the benefits. I can't stop it because someone thinks, oh, you're doing this, or someone thinks that. Because at the end of the day, people will talk. If not that, because to be honest, the stress, it's a lot. It's really a lot. But at the end of the day, it has its own benefit. It has its own merit, basically. You guys, I came here January 2019. I've said it before. Like, I could not get information about UK. I just wanted to see what the house looked like. You know, like a vlog, basically. I didn't, because I was only going to like Zoopla. Then I was still in Nigeria. Like, we already knew we were moving, myself and my husband. So I was just, Zoopla was not giving me what I wanted. I wanted so much information. I wanted to know the things to even pack. Because for instance, I came with so many clothes. If I would have dashed my clothes out. I came with so many unnecessary things. In fact, like, I could not access information because we're not out there. A lot of us were relying on people that are already living in the UK for vital information about a place we know we would be spending a large chunk of our life in. You get the point? And these people then, before us, They were not even ready to give out that information. They had it, but they were not ready. They prefer coming to your village or coming to Nigeria to give you sweets and perfume. Like, it was really hard for them to actually put you through most of these things. But now it's out there, and I feel like a special set of people, they are really, really pained about it, because there's really nothing you won't know about Japa in the UK that is not out there. So at the end of the day, guys, like, this Japa is here to stay. UK content creators, they are here to stay. I don't think anybody is going to stop you because this set of people thinks he or she is doing something wrong, or this set of people thinks he or she should close her YouTube channel and enter house, or just stop YouTubing, or stop content creation. I don't think any content creator will stop, except the content creator has not really felt what it's like to be on YouTube. Like, you've checked, your algorithm is not algorithming, your money revenue is not revenuing, like views is not viewing, and you're like, you're wasting your time. And like, oh, I beg, I'm done. And then they are not insulting me on top of stuff. But anybody that has reaped and still reaping the fruits and benefits from content creation is not going to stop. So your insults, your trade, or whatever it is, it's not going to change anything. At the end of the day, best believe it will not. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come here to give my 2 cents, right? So thank you for watching this video.